Michigan Magazine is kept on the road by our many Michigan friends. Cops and Donuts Bakery, downtown Clair, a winning combination. Cops and Donuts. The Michigan-made rebounding mailbox pole. Never again worry about the winter snowplow taking out your mailbox with this ingenious rebounding pole. Your mailbox takes a hit and keeps coming back year after year. Call now or visit their website, toughmailboxes.com. Something special's cooking, hot and delicious. Indulge yourself at Morning at Maggie's in Bay City. Omelets, frittatas, hotcakes, and more. Make every day special with a stop at Morning at Maggie's for breakfast or lunch on Saginaw in Bay City. This week on Michigan Magazine, we visit the Cupola King of Michigan. At Zach's Workshoppe in St. Clair Shores, we meet the king and his family. For over 3 decades, beautiful cupolas have been lovingly created by hand, one at a time. What's a cupola, you ask? Well, the story of the Widow's Walk explains everything. Then Michigan Magazine crosses state lines with Michigander, head hard hat, geocaching guru Andy Smith. Andy, with GPS in hand, heads south of the border for a family geo-expedition. It's all coming up on Michigan Magazine. Cops and Donuts Bakery, downtown Clair. What began as a crazy idea among 9 police officers to purchase the historic Clair City Bakery quickly became an international phenomenon, carrying on a Michigan tradition with delicious donuts, pies, pastries, breads, original coffee, and more. Plus a full menu at the new adjacent Traffic Stop Diner. Downtown Clair, a winning combination. Cops and Donuts. Experience the beauty, artistry, and taste of Northern Michigan. Come to Amish Country Natural Products on Mount Tom Road, north of Mile, just off M33. From arts and crafts to fresh foods and vegetables, all natural, all local, all good. Stop by and get acquainted with Amish Country Natural Products, 1454 North Mount Tom Road, Mile. There's adventures around every turn, and if you're looking for something for you and the entire family, be sure and visit the Cedar Valley Golf Course and the Wild Frontier Fun Park on Weaver Road in Cummins. Play 18 holes of world-class golf at the beautifully maintained golf course, Cedar Valley, tucked away amongst the hardwoods of northern Michigan, and at the same time, let others in the family enjoy themselves at the adjacent Wild Frontier Fun Park with carnival rides, a batting cage, bumper cars, and a 19-hole mini golf course. Check them out online. It's a northern Michigan destination.
He's known as a Cupola King. From his home workshop in St. Clair Shores, Michigan, Lawrence Zachmeister, known to family and friends simply as Zach, creates fabulous artistic cupolas in a timeless tradition. Each completed work that sits atop roofs of homes or barns throughout the Midwest is different, unique in its own right. As Zach told us in a recent interview, I never build the same one twice. What would be the thrill in that? And a thrill it is to witness firsthand the inspired creativity that goes on within the walls of Zach's workshop.
What you are doing is very unique because it's almost a lost art. It's an artistry in itself, and it's when I got to your email and got your information, I said, cupola, what is a cupola? You know, and I had no idea what it was, and so this is, you are building a cupola here.
Exactly. That's an octagonal cupola. Historically, they were used in England as rooms where people would go and sit in them, and then when the sailor went to sea, the woman would sit in the cupola room waiting for the man to come home. Then as the time would go by, she would just keep looking out the windows, and in time she would pace the room back and forth, back and forth. When would he come home? Well, then they went and built a walk on the outside of it, so she could go out, like our door, she could go right outside and walk that walk and look out on the sea waiting for the husband. And when he never came home, the walk became famous all over the world as the Widow's Walk.
The Widow's Walk.
But it was really attached to a cupola room. So.
Now the cupola, is that something that they can walk in? You can build them any size where you can walk inside the cupola?
Oh yeah, we built them 14 foot. We've got one in a Bay Harbor right now that we're designing that's going to be a room. We've got 2 that are sitting up 92 foot in the air that are actual rooms. And we have one right now we're designing on the top of a turret. It's going to go up about 60 feet, and it is a Norman tower. It's literally a castle tower, a circular castle tower.
In England?
Right here in Michigan, up near Clarkston, and it's going to have a guardhouse, a circular guardhouse at the top of this tower.
That's different.
And this is going to sit, we're going to sit actually 60-some feet in the air. We're going to put our cupola on
This
top
one
of
here?
the tower. Actually, the one right outside the window there
Oh, okay.
is the
I should
design
see
that
it.
he had chose.
Now
This is
this-
my daughter, Allison Marie.
Hi, Allison.
She's going to
How
be
are
our...
you? She's got a cup of coffee for Barry, by gosh. Nice to meet you. And so how do you help your dad out?
I bring him water.
And coffee and whatever he needs today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We answer the phones.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I answer the phone.
Do you go with your dad and your mom out on these art shows, these craft shows?
Yes, I do.
How do you like that?
It's fun.
Yeah.
You
What
man
do
the
you-
booth?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
she
great,
fields all
great.
kinds of questions.
Does
in
she
the
do
booth.
anything out here to help your dad?
She does a little bit in the milling process. Her and my 13-year-old take the trees, and actually she shares in the milling. They get so much per board. This is the second-year apprentice. This is John Zachmeister.
Hi, hello, John. Glad to meet you.
And John does a lot of the work that you see. He's 18 years of age, and from birth, he's been working in my shop.
He's
All
out
four of
here
my
in the
kids.
cradle watching or doing something, but he's been out here well, the wood's in his blood, you might say.
There's no doubt about
Yeah,
it.
the chips.
He knows more about copper and wood than anybody in our entire field is John.
Yeah.
And days where I'm out installing or doing appointments, he knows exactly how to mill the tree and then start making windows and copper pieces.
Yeah.
This is Stefan.
Hi, Stephen.
Stefan's our
He's
13-year-old.
standing over there awful quiet.
14-year-old, that's right, 14,
When they're
sorry.
14, they're not 13. And what's your operation?
I help mill the wood.
You help mill the wood.
I've built some bases too.
Oh, great.
This is my daughter, Erica.
Hi, Erica. How are you, Erica?
She is the PR
You're
person.
the PR person? Hey, well,
She's
you got
number
a nice
one.
smile. I'll tell you what, that means a lot right there. So you go out on the shows with your dad and your mom?
Yeah, we do. We take turns with the family. My fiance and I will go and we'll take an afternoon, and my family will come with us, and we'll go walk around and we'll take the booth and talk to the customers. It's real nice.
She's
Great.
been answering the phone since she was 8 years old.
Oh,
and
I'll bet that was-
like Allison, wonderful over the phone. And then
Super.
as the years went on, both of them, you could ask them anything in the booth about a cupola, they both know. And
They
Erica's
know.
known it since
Great.
birth. So when I can't make the show, or it takes a long time sitting there,
Yeah.
we'll alternate, and she'll go there. We're working on her fiance, though.
Trying to get him in the
You know,
workshop,
he's
or-
wonderful, but,
or you want a
but he's
PR
an
person?
engineer, you know, he's an
Okay.
engineer, and he loves wood. He even helped us out,
Yeah.
so the two of them together makes a good dynamic duo.
Well, look who walks through the door. I'll tell you what, behind every good man there is a great lady, right?
We're all going to eat dinner tonight. This is my wife, Shelley.
Hi, Shelley.
Loan that I didn't want to
Glad
miss.
to-
Dal
glad to
and
meet you.
Barry.
That's
I was coming out to meet you.
But it's too late. It's too late, Shelley. See, we got you in here now. We're not going to let you go. What has been the most exciting thing that Zach has done through your married life?
No, I can honestly say that it's
Be kind.
what he's created, what he's
Yeah.
created from scratch.
His own
Because-
niche.
Yes,
Yeah.
because he did a lot of remodeling, and when we got married, it was anything that he could do to pay the bills.
Yeah.
And I've never worked. I've taken care of the kids, and so
worked
for
at home.
him,
I admire
I worked
that.
at home, and so for
Yeah.
him to create this, I'm really proud of him.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. It takes a great lady too to make everything work.
She was our
I used to be the
supervisor.
painter.
She was our painter, always moving up to be the supervisor. Which is, no, you're the painter. And then every Monday I would tell her what she's done is wrong, and she would argue, and I'd fire her.
And I'd say, I quit.
she'd
I would
quit.
tell him, I quit.
But in order to get lunch every Monday afternoon, I have to rehire her. So we've got another painter now.
How is it? You go from having a crew out there putting up homes and buildings and stuff, and then now you've kind of narrowed yourself into the cupola.
I was doing historic restoration, which was my favorite work to do, on a land developer here on one of his estates. And they came up to me and they asked me, as I was running a job, he said, can you restore a cupola? And I said, is it made out of wood? And he said, of course it is. I said, well, if it's wood, of course I can do it. And then I said, what the heck's a cupola?
That's what I would have said. What is a cupola? Yeah.
And so he took out a napkin, and he sketched this cupola, and there were 3 pieces on the roof. They were huge.
Yeah.
And I was to take those down and then historically restore them.
Yeah.
But they were blown apart, so I really couldn't see all of it.
Yeah.
And he sketched on a napkin and asked me, could you do it? And I said, of course. And they gave me a blank check to California, to any redwood or Douglas fir trees I would like to have, and we would order our own wood, and then we mill it, and that began the whole passion. It took 25 guys in 3 months just to build the base. And the top was a witch's turret, was 15 foot, all solid copper. Took 15 guys to haul it to the roof. And that was it. Once I started that was it. It was the high-end restoration pieces that I just fell in love with.
So now, how long have you been building cupolas?
We've been at it now on and off for almost 20-some years.
20-some years.
20-some years. We've dedicated our business primarily to it in the last decade or so. But it's always been in everything we did. We always concluded we do our own designs. I would build an addition. I would design a cupola.
What walk of life do the people that walk up to you and say, I would like one of them? What is it? I mean, from what walks of life do these people? Everybody Del, you've ever met, from the common person who lives in St. Clair Shores like me, to someone who is the rich and famous from Grosse Pointe. We've been to the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee, to the historic districts of Philadelphia. We've got a number of them on wealthy estates on Lake Michigan and in very exclusive areas. We've designed them from all types of people, from our smaller pieces to our very elaborate pieces. Do they have something in mind when they come to see you, what they would like, pretty much, or do you have to show them, you know, what would fit their structure, or how do you do that?
Usually we do all the designing. We start picking their brain right away. We ask them what type of home, what are they trying to create, how do they want to accent that home. And then at that point we take off. We begin seeing what's in their head. We try to transfer that to paper, and then we start showing them from our portfolio all the different types of designs. But that cupola is unique to their home.
What is it that they that draws them? Do they tell you, happen to tell you what draws them to the cupola?
Good question. Yeah. Some of the same things that drew me. I was shocked how many people loved wood. A lot of people want to come here to the shop. They want to sit by the wood burner. They want to talk to us. They love the smell of wood and the look of copper. When I put that copper out, they've got to. We have to put signs up. Don't touch the copper.
You're a coppersmith too, then, I assume.
Yes.
Now, the inside these you put lanterns too. Is that right?
Yes, that's our trademark. Is our lantern.
It's almost when I see this, when I look at this, it almost reminds me. I mean, the story, the history you've given to us about the people that were waiting for their loved ones to come in from the sea, from the ships. It almost reminds me of a beacon or a lighthouse. To a degree. Good. It really has been a pleasure for this guy to come down here to beautiful St. Clair Shores to meet your lovely family and what you're doing here, preserving the cupola. I mean, an artistry that was almost lost, but thank goodness for people like yourself and your family. You're keeping it very much alive and adding some beautiful history and also some beauty and some nostalgia to the rest of the country. And we thank you so much for being part of Michigan Magazine, and we wish you continued success and these beautiful cupolas. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Michigan Magazine is being brought to you in part by Hale Hardware, your do-it-center in Hale, Michigan. Much more than a regular hardware store, providing everything you need for whatever your project is, along with a knowledgeable sales staff to get her done. Serving Northern Michigan since 1946. Hale Hardware, south of M65 at Ainsley in Hale. Rose Valley Winery on Beechwood Road in Rose City. See what thousands are raving about, creating a delicious variety of award-winning Michigan wines. Stop by and taste for yourself. The taste of Michigan is yours at Rose Valley Winery. Clemix Sales and Service on Mapes Road, west of Mile, your complete recreational vehicle sales and service connection. Visit their beautiful showroom of new and pre-owned ATVs, lawnmowers, power equipment, snowmobiles, utility vehicles, and more. Clemix Sales and Service is also the home of the American-made Victory motorcycle line on display at Clemix on Mapes Road, Mile.
Welcome to Geosnippits for Michigan Magazine Television. I'm Head Hard Head. In the next few minutes, we're going to give you some interesting information and tidbits about the game, the sport, yes, the obsession, known as geocaching. Welcome to Wilmington, North Carolina, right off the ocean. Today we're going to meet up with the Frey Girls, Michelle, Catherine, and Charlotte. Amazing geocachers who are going to take us on a 1-mile hike to an ultimate geocache. I was able to catch up with them and ask them some questions. Here's what they had to say. how long, Michelle, have you guys been geocaching?
We've been geocaching for, 6 years.
Wow. And roughly how many geocaches have you found?
Oh, well over 1,000.
Wow. That's excellent.
Yeah.
One quick note is that Michelle is an amazing photographer. Check out this shot. Notice how quickly the terrain changes from a forest to a beach. While we were walking, this amazing sight came upon us. I was able to catch it on video. Michelle caught it with her camera. Check this out.
That's beyond cool.
What an amazing shot. And that just goes to show you, when geocaching, you never know what you're going to find. Absolutely beautiful. After that amazing sight with the osprey, we moved on to the trail. Through the wetlands, onto a very interesting geocache hide. Now, what area are you from, and where area do you like to geocache?
Well, we live in Wilmington, which is right along the Cape Fear River. So we're lucky we have lots of nice watery spots to look for caches.
Now, when you go geocaching, what kind of stuff do you take? How do you prepare as far as going? Do you just grab and go? What kind of stuff? First aid kit, that's a good one.
We wish sometimes. Yeah. I don't know, it varies. We're not the most organized.
No.
Would you say?
It's more just like, oh, we need this, we need this, we need this. Let's go.
We definitely bring a poking stick because we've learned the hard way that caches and snakes like to hide in the same places.
GPS.
What else? GPS?
Water bottles.
Water.
Okay, what kind of food and stuff?
Food.
Water.
Water?
Yeah, we're kind of bare bones here.
Yeah.
Water.
No, I usually try and have like a bag of pretzels and some water just in case.
Now, this geocaching hide has a lot of background to it. A hermit lived in this World War II bunker and also died in it years ago. So there's the creep factor. Very cool. We just had to investigate the bunker and see then where the geocache was and see if we could actually find that as well.
That's awesome.
As you can see here, the outside, they actually have information about the hermit. I just had to go in and take a look. Let's see what we found. Oh, this is awesome. Holy cow, this is great. Go ahead. After a quick look around, it was time to leave and see if we could find the geocache that was somewhere nearby. Here Charlotte's taking a look, and it looks like she did. She found it. The girls come up to investigate. Let's see what it was. From the looks of it, it looks like it's a pretzel container. Here you can see Michelle with the logbook. After signing it, they trade some swag. Lots of swag to look at. And Catherine puts it back in its place. What a great find.
Awesome.
Perfect. Good job.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this little adventure with the Fray Girls, and I want to thank personally Michelle, Catherine, and Charlotte for taking us on this fantastic adventure. Unfortunately, it's time to go. This is Head Hard Hat for Geosnippits and Michigan Magazine Television, saying we hope to see you out on the trails real soon. Bye-bye, folks.
The Cedar Tavern and Grill of Lupton, where friends come to meet friends and families come for delicious food and a wholesome atmosphere. Come relax with your favorite beverage or bring the crew for a great meal and live entertainment. It's happening now at the Cedar of Lupton. Hingeman Acres Canoe Livery and Resort on M33 just north of Mayo, catering to the outdoor enthusiasts. Cabins, canoes, kayaks, rafts, and more. Daytime or overnight trips along the world-famous Asabo River. A family getaway for over 75 years. Thanks again for stopping by to join us along Michigan's less traveled roads. Be sure and check our daily vlogs at thespiritofmichigan.com. Slices of our daily life behind the scenes and on location, completely off the cuff. And that's where you'll find all our worldwide web connections from Instagram to Twitter and YouTube. Time for us now to hit those side roads, but not before we pass along our phrase of the week. Get up and get out. Enjoy this pure Michigan summer. I'm Barry Stutzman. Have a great week. We'll check in with you here again next week or online 24/7. We'd like to thank all those that help keep Michigan Magazine on the road. Cops and Donuts Bakery, downtown Clair, a winning combination. Cops and Donuts. It's back and making memories for a new generation. The Rustic Inn of Lewiston, now open with hot, delicious food, your favorite beverage, and an atmosphere that'll keep you coming back to make new memories and new friends. The new Rustic Inn on Red Oak Road, just south of Lewiston.
Vacation. Don't make the planning of it more than what you're trying to get away from. At northernmichigancabinrentals.com, you can choose from over 2,500 cabins, cottages, lodges, resorts, lakefront vacation home rentals, and more. Whatever experience you're looking for, from rustic to luxury and everything in between. No more rustling with telephone books. No more endless internet searches. Just one site with over 2,500 Northern Michigan destinations. northernmichigancabinrentals.com.